Somebody was asking about going independent and how do you control your stylist? Forget the actual framework of the question, but they were concerned with how do they control their stylist, their hours, and the stylist in general if if they go independent. And the problem is you shouldn't have to control your stylist, whether they're employees or whether whoever they are. The whole idea of being an owner or being a leader in a salon, people they can't let go of the fact or can't let go of the control. And you do need to have a certain level of control in your salon, obviously, but you don't get that by being micromanager or by controlling them. You get that by influencing them and inspiring them. And there's a big push on leadership now in our industry, which is amazing and I love it. But people have a misunderstanding of what inspiration is and what influencing is and what motivation is. And so when you inspire and you influence somebody, it's not the same as motivating them, right? People get motivated by money. People get motivated so they don't get fired. Like motivation's very, very different than inspiring somebody and influencing them the proper way. And when you lead by example, you are a servant leader, really inspire your team because you're the person who's in the dirt with them. And there's this whole conversation Gary Vaynerchuk loves to have about clouds and the dirt. And my definition of it, and the way I like to use dirt and the clouds, is the vision's the clouds and the vision's my grand vision for the salon. That's what I share with all of my team. I share with them the vision I have. I share with them the possibilities they have with their career by being part of my team and our team. And then I inspire them by delivering every single day. Now, if you guys have been watching the live or you're watching the podcast, I do it every day now, Monday through Friday. For how long I'm going to do it, I don't know. But I want them to post more on social media. I can't ask them to post more on social media, so I need to influence them with my own actions. So I've seen a lot of my team now start posting more consistently. And you know what? The results are they're getting busier. And so I inspire them and I influence them. I probably annoy them too, to be honest with you, but I don't just motivate them by saying, hey, if you don't post, you're not going to work here because they're being motivated by fear of losing their job. Right? I did have a contest in my salon where I motivated them by, a small financial bonus, and that worked out really well. But then it died off once it's done, once the contest is done. So then what do you do as an owner? Like, how do you really truly inspire your team and influence? By walking the walk. So if you're an owner and you want your team to post every day, why aren't you posting every single day? Why aren't you using social media as a tool that it really is? You could talk about things that are relevant to you and to being an owner. You could talk about and show the culture of your salon. You could do product reviews every single day. So if you're still behind the chair, but maybe you're maxed out with clientele, you still need to be relevant on social media because people who want to come work at your salon are going to take a look at you and learn more about you, learn about your personality. So there's a lot of things you could post, even if it's not just to get clients, it's to get stylists. It's to maybe sell more products. It's to get more clients for your team. So it's really important that you guys walk the walk. You show up early. You follow all the rules of your own salon. Like nobody likes a leader or an owner who has set rules and you don't follow them. I worked with somebody who was like that before, and we had two different leadership styles, and he would be so strict with coming in on time or 15 minutes early, but then show up. You lose all the respect from your team. It doesn't work that way. Like you need to be the person who's there a half hour early if you want your team there 15 minutes early. You need to be the person that posts 3 times a day if you want your team to post 1 time a day. You just have to go above and beyond. That's how you inspire them. Now, another way to inspire them is to make them feel heard. Like you want to really know what their vision is, and you want to make sure when they have a recommendation for the salon or there's an issue that you at least listen. And a lot of owners, they don't want to hear their staff's complaints, right? Because everyone has something to say, but yet no one's chipping in to pay the rent. No one's chipping in to cover the AC that broke, right? It's very difficult to be an owner and take the recommendations from your stylist because they don't really have any skin in the game. But in reality, they do. This is their home, and you want them to treat this like their house. You need to take into consideration some of the recommendations they have, especially if you're not working behind the chair anymore. I don't work behind the chair anymore, so it's up to my team to tell me what's going on. So we had an issue with the water a couple months back. I'm hoping it's fixed. I've been in there the past weekend, and we had a couple more sinks added, but they had to shut the water off, the main water off for whatever reason in our complex. And since they did that, the water's never been the same. And they were complaining about it, but they never told me about it. And I'm not in there. So one of our meetings, they told me about it. I'm not in the salon anymore. So it's important that I would have listened to them. But had I actually done my one-on-ones a little more often, or had I just stopped in the salon a little more just to check in with them, I probably would have heard about it, or they probably would have told me about it. So it's important that you guys, if you're a stylist, you communicate with your owners. Let them know what's going on with the salon. This way, if there is an issue, it could be fixed and solved, or it becomes a major issue and you want to leave the salon. So owners, it's important you have these conversations and you actually listen to them. Be more interested in your team, right? I really want you to pay attention to what's going on in the salon and just listen. Just sit in the back room, hang out, and listen to the conversation. See what's happening with whatever the flow of the salon's at, where you can interject your advice with people. And that kind of leader, the one who really listens and cares about his team to really support their vision, is the kind of leader that will have a salon that has a team not just employees. So instead of just like giving criticism, give a positive, meaningful feedback. You are an owner for a reason. You should have developed the skills behind the chair to take you to that next level. And you should have a good amount of knowledge to coach your team, to help them, to give them meaningful criticism. Unfortunately, not everyone takes criticism well. So it's important for you as a leader to learn how to deliver the message properly so no one gets offended. In our day and age, everyone gets offended. And if you watch my social media, you realize that I'm pretty brash. But these are your team members, and these are people who help drive the salon, help you drive it to the goals. So you have a big vision. You need your team to actually achieve the vision. So it's important that learn how each one of your team members, each one of the employees or independent stylists or whatever you have going on in your salon, chair renters, you have to learn how they receive. And so everybody gives and receives information in different ways. And people, they can take criticism. Some people can't take criticism. So you have to learn how to deliver the message. That's important for you to really keep the morale up, to keep them inspired, them delivering at 100%. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch the full video, click somewhere on this page. I think right over here is where the tab is to watch the full video. And we go live every day. So if you're a salon owner or an independent stylist and you're looking for help to grow and scale your business, tune in every day at 12 Eastern time to watch my lives.